Ever wonder why your next electric vehicle might not be a sleek, affordable Chinese model? It's not just about tariffs. We're diving deep into the hidden geopolitical tensions and national security concerns that are silently shaping the EV market and limiting your choices, all without you even realizing it. This isn't a trade war, it's a high-stakes, technology-driven battle for global power, and the electric car is the newest frontline. The Chinese EV tsunami, the first factor is scale. China is not just competing, is dominating the global EV market. Companies like BYD have become the world's largest electric vehicle producers, crushing established Western automakers, even outselling Volkswagen in China. They achieve this through vertical integration, controlling everything from the critical minerals to the battery packs. This dominance creates a fear in Washington, a China shock in the auto industry that could devastate U.S. manufacturing jobs. As Elon Musk himself warned, without trade barriers, Chinese companies would demolish most other automakers. The national security dilemma, data spies, this is the single biggest reason the U.S. government cites. Modern EVs are essentially rolling computers with cameras, microphones, and GPS tracking. They gather massive amounts of data, where you drive, your driving habits, even cabin conversations. The core fear is that Chinese-made cars with integrated hardware and software could transmit this sensitive data back to the Chinese government. The U.S. government cites this as a direct national security risk, not just a privacy issue. Think of it this way. Every connected Chinese EV is a potential data collection point near military bases, government buildings, or critical infrastructure. This isn't just about cybersecurity. It's about control over the commanding heights of a future strategic industry. The economic barrier, tariffs, and the IRA now. Let's talk about the practical barriers. The ban is less a total legal prohibition and more a series of financial walls. First, the tariffs. The U.S. has imposed prohibitive tariffs on Chinese-made cars, recently raised to an astronomical 100%. When you take a $20,000 Chinese EV and add $20,000 in import fees, it's instantly uncompetitive. Second, the IRA. The Inflation Reduction Act offers up to a $7,500 tax credit for EVs, but there's a massive catch. The batteries cannot contain components sourced from a foreign entity of concern, which includes China. Since Chinese companies dominate battery production, like BYD's Blade battery, almost every Chinese EV is immediately ineligible for the vital U.S. subsidy. This combination of 100% tariffs and zero tax credit is the financial wall that effectively blocks the market. The geopolitical context hegemony. The third and deepest reason is geopolitics, the struggle for global economic supremacy. Allowing Chinese companies to dominate the auto industry would erode American economic power and set a precedent for other critical technologies. The U.S. strategy is clear: de-risk the supply chain. It's not about stopping China completely, it's about making sure the U.S. has its own robust, non-reliant supply chain for batteries, chips, and EV manufacturing. The restrictions force companies like Polestar to shift production away from China, and they encourage massive domestic investment in North American battery plants. This is a battle for industrial future, where the winner controls the next century's mobility. The consumer dilemma. So, what does this all mean for you, the consumer? It means you have fewer choices, and your options are generally more expensive. While U.S. policy protects domestic jobs, it slows down the energy transition by blocking affordable EV alternatives. The market is not banning these cars because they are bad. It's banning them because they are too good, too cheap, and too connected. The geopolitical tensions you read about in the news are directly responsible for the limited options in your local car dealership. The EV market is no longer a free market, it's a strategic landscape. If you want to stay ahead of the massive shifts happening in the auto world, hit that subscribe button. Now tell me in the comments, would you buy a cheaper Chinese EV if the security concerns were addressed? Let me know below. And for a deep dive into China's EV dominance in South America, check out this video next.